Why don't you change? Don't change me. You can't. Change you. You can. Stop talking about it and do it. The world needs your bright, shining light example that one can only change themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes in concert with this next one. If not now, when? Yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is a promissory note. You and I both know you're a bullshitter. Show me the money now.
Canceled check. I am so going to use that for now on. That's great. Okay. Yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is a promissory note.
Show me the money.
Fantastic. Show me. And if you think of it in terms of a bank account, time is a bank account, right? And so every day we're losing a little bit more in that. So that is really, why don't you change? Let me go back to why don't you change? What a great reminder that the outside of you, there are forces that you cannot change, you cannot fix, right? You don't have control over those things. You do have control over yourself. And in that, again, if something is not working for you, then you can change it within yourself. And I think before the change happens is making the choice to look at those pieces and having that bravery and courage to look at those pieces in you that are no longer working for you. So when you're looking at a relationship and you say, I don't understand why I keep getting these same guys. You know, they always treat me like this.
Right.
And I don't understand. It's because that's what you're attracting. You're choosing that. And you're choosing that based on something that you have inside of you that you can absolutely change if you choose to. I used to do that. I know that as
we all do.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
We all did. Same old. The only thing that was, and the only thing that was mainly the same was I always was there.
Yes, you were the constant.
The women revolved in and out of the door,
Right.
but I was always
time.
there.
Yes.
What's that beeping?
That's Robert coming in, but
That's
the door came as soon as you said door.
Oh, beeping. That was very timely.
It was. And yes, you're right. I mean, I tended to be the constant in all my relationships also.
You were always there.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go into the two-step.
Beautiful.
Okay, the two-step regarding relationship. It only takes one person to begin to change a relationship. If one person changes the interactional dance, then the dance changes. Quit blaming your partner and learn some new dance moves if you want to enjoy the joy of the dance.
Great. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you believe that a relationship is 50-50?
No.
Okay. Explain why. I want to hear this because that's what that reminded me of.
I think a relation. This is going to sound weird.
Go bring it. I love weirdness.
100% zero.
Got it. Okay, explain. I tend to agree with you.
If I'm not getting what I want, if the message is not landing, if the person keeps doing the same thing over and over again, and I keep having the same reaction, then number one, I can't change the other person, right? So we went through that, you know. And if the person's not changing. If I need them to change and they're not changing, then I can show myself the door.
Absolutely.
You know, next.
Absolutely.
You know, hit the road, so to speak. So if I'm not being understood, if my communications are not landing on the person, I'm 100% responsible for them landing on the person, that they actually get the message. Mm-hmm. Now, what they do with the message is up to them.
Right.
But, you know, if I could say, well, I said that already. And the person goes, and often I do the same. Well, yeah, well, I heard it differently. I thought you meant this. Oh, that's not what I meant. So if the person doesn't understand what you mean, who's responsible for that?
Right.
Right what?
Well, I think the world would be easier if everybody took, responsibility for everything, right? As opposed to shirking.
That's a heck of a word, responsibility. You sure you want to use that R word?
Well, I love that word. Responsibility, being responsible is so empowering as opposed to being a victim,
Oh my
right?
God.
So if we're going to go into this responsibility versus victim
Yeah,
conversation,
a lot of my poems in the political realm are right on that. But yes, exactly.
but in terms of a relationship,
Yes.
taking responsibility for how the relationship is going, and I don't mean fault, right? There is a
right.
difference between being responsible for something
Yes.
and being at fault for something. So I am in no way saying fault. What I'm saying is take ownership in the parts that you did create and work on that, right? You only can work on what you did. So you are responsible for your portion of what was created.
Right. Now I'll give you even one more.
Bring it.
You created the whole thing.
Absolutely.
The whole thing is your creation. Why? You volunteered to be there. You made the choice of this person. You're still here. 6 months later when you threatened to walk out the door 10 times and you're still here. So you're creating the whole thing.
Right. Absolutely. And you keep going back to the bad relationship.
And you keep going, and you're still there.
So yeah, I have a friend that loves to complain about her bad relationship. Right. And one day because I can only take victim stories for about 10 minutes. I put a timer on and then I'm like, I can't take it anymore. You're draining my energy, right?
Right, exactly.
It's my responsibility to get out of feeling this way around you, right? So I said to her, so then just leave, divorce him. Just divorce him. And she says, well, excuse. So 2 days later, I call her up, said, how is everything going? Oh, he's such a schmuck, all this other stuff. And I said, you're choosing to be there. I don't want to hear you anymore. Right. Don't call me to complain. This is your choice. And as harsh as that might have been, sometimes people need a wake-up call.
It's a gift. It's a gift when you challenge someone in a loving way out of friendship or even out of I can't take this anymore.
Right. It's self-preservation at a certain point.
Self-preservation. I can't take this anymore. Shut up.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Excellent.